So this video is going to be an introduction about what exactly are copilots, what exactly uh, is covered by the Copilot world, the Microsoft Copilot world. So let's get started. So speaking of a very textbook definition, very simple, plain definition, copilots are often integrated into other applications and provide a way for users to get help with common tasks from a generative AI model. So essentially what copilots are created. Copilots are created with the motive of helping you get more productive at work and helping with automating uh, tasks and processes. So maybe when speaking of being Copilot or Copilot for Windows, it can generate an image for you, or maybe uh, compose an email for your friend Jeff, who is newly wedded, congratulating him on his wedding. So, copilots do a lot of work and they use LLMs, which are large language models, at their core, GPT engines at their core, to interpret natural language with a bunch of other programming models at the back end, such as Bing Search associated with Bing Copilot. So, I mean, you don't need to worry about how exactly are LLMs incorporated into the backend, into the core of Copilots, and how exactly are programming modules such as Bing Search incorporated with Bing Copilot, because all of that stuff is done by Microsoft at the backend. So all you need to worry about is how you can utilize Copilots for being more productive at your work. So right on my screen here, I have sort of a screenshot, a small flow diagram that I created specifically for this video. So, speaking of generative AI covers GPT 3.5 models and GPT 4 models, which are essentially summarization and code generation models. And you also have DALI model, which is concerned with generating images based on the given user prompt. And all of these GPT models come under the outline of generative AI, and these are developed by OpenAI organization. Now, speaking of what all qualities these models possess, so these generative AI models, first of all, cannot create any new content. They present content, the already trained content, the content that they are given and trained on in a new and creative way, and they are mastered at interpreting natural language input. They are mastered in interpreting the user query and presenting the desired response to the user. And the drawbacks of generative AI are, first of all, it cannot fetch live data until and unless programmed with external APIs with the help of a functionality which is called as function calling. And secondly, it cannot to data prediction as well. The work of doing data prediction is concerned with the predictive AI models, namely the Azure Vision, computer vision, Azure Language Service, natural language processing, the Azure AI search, and other machine learning models. So, and if I'm not mistaken, Microsoft has close to around 49% of share in the OpenAI organization, and because of that, it has partnered with OpenAI and presented you all of these models that come under the generative AI outline into a very small, concise, and packaged offering known as Azure OpenAI offering. So you can club the power of generative AI through Azure OpenAI and uh, the with the power of predictive AI models to create some very enriching and thrilling custom artificial intelligence applications. So, if you want to learn more on how you can incorporate both of these segments of artificial intelligence, I have specifically created a course on Udemy titled as Azure Generative AI OpenAI Plus Predictive AI 10 plus hours. So, if you want to learn more on these segments, if you want to deeper into these segments, you can navigate over to that course. Now, I've also created a course on Udemy, which is titled as Copilot World Complete Deep Dive, in which I cover Microsoft Copilot, Bing Copilot, GitHub Copilot, Plugins Copilot, Power Platform Copilot, Windows Copilot, Security Copilot, Copilot Studio, and Azure AI Studio to create your own copilots. Microsoft 365 Copilot, Dynamics 365 Copilot, and Azure Portal Copilot. So if you want to learn more on copilots, you can navigate over to that course, which is titled as Copilot World Complete Deep Dive. So basically speaking of about copilots come under this generative AI bracket, and these use GPT models for the purpose of summarization and stuff like code generation, and also use DAL-E implicitly for the purpose of image generation. So copilots can essentially do a lot of things like generating an image of a delicious looking pizza, and maybe writing a mail to your friend Jeff, uh, congratulating him on his wedding. Uh, so this is something called as Microsoft Copilot. Under the Microsoft Copilot world, in the free offering, you get your Bing Copilot, Copilot for Windows, Copilot for Edge, with some functionalities and use cases like web grounding, use of plugins and Copilot GPTs, and commercial data protection when you are signed in with your eligible Microsoft Entra ID. Under Copilot Pro, which comes at $20 usage per user per month, it basically includes priority access to GPT-4 and GPT-4 Turbo in peak times, faster image creation, and Copilot in Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, and Outlook. When you speak about Copilot for Microsoft 365, it comes around at a cost of $30 usage per user per month, and includes Copilot in Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, and Outlook, Copilot in Microsoft Teams, Microsoft Graph grounding, which is of prime importance here, and hence the high cost that they're going to charge you, enterprise grade data protection, and customization and extensibility through Microsoft Copilot Studio, which lets you create copilots of your own tailored to your specific needs. So, yeah, this was pretty much it for this video. I hope I made you understand what exactly are copilots. So, stay tuned to this channel. Make sure you subscribe it if you want to learn and gain insight into things like these, into topics like these. Thanks once again. Have a good day. Bye bye.